This is the last one, and people need to hear us all throughout Cobo Hall.
Okay. Yeah.
Stand up if you believe the right to organize, form unions, and fight for your rights are human rights.
We are trying to bring together, because we know this story is not Arizona, a question of criminalization and immigration. We are trying to bring together communities and connect the issues because it is the same experience. And for us, many of our organizations have built, over the years, multiracial bases, all coming together to fight hate and to turn the tide.
So think this is about red and blue. It ain't that. This is about in and out. That's what this fight is about. It ain't about left and right. This one about top and bottom. See, they got the wrong direction here.
It is time to understand that the corporations are beginning to run this country. The government is doing work for the benefit of the corporations at our expense.
We as a people, Puerto Rican people, do not expect solidarity from anyone. We don't ask for the gift. Nor is it ever given when it is appropriate, powerful, and effective, is it ever given as a gift. Solidarity is the recognition that our struggles are the same struggles.
So we need to understand that solidarity work with Puerto Rico for us as Mexicanos really is very important, because we cannot end colonialism if we don't join forces.
As older brothers and sisters of this land, we want others to understand our unique history, the colonization of Turtle Island, and exploitation of our natural resources. We want others to become educated on these issues from our perspectives, to honor and respect our expertise in all areas of this land, from north to south, and those of indigenous peoples on other continents.
We value healing individually and collectively in the context of liberation. We value how we talk about privilege in relationship to well-being. We value a multifaceted approach that seeks to promote healing work through all spheres: family, community/movement, state, and private/corporate.
Everything we've done here as a memory, as collective wisdom, as building compassion, strength, vision, strategy, these are all practices too. That's the mythology that organizing practices are not healing practices. So the timeline is a practice. Memory and resiliency is a practice. Doing visualizations inside of organizing, I do it all the time. This is not woo-woo, wah-wah, you know. This is real shit. And how we tap into, exactly. And how we tap into our whole selves to get to another place around liberatory thinking.
Our first part of resolution is that we as a group commit to passing and pushing the DREAM Act by itself as it is, no compromises now.
Detroit is second to Blight, only to New Orleans. It was first, right? And it happened in phases. And it was a plan that had to be put together before this storm happened, right? The forced chronological depopulation of New Orleans, right?
We talk about intersectionality, which is a useful term, but it also becomes a shorthand for not really spelling out what we mean for a world where people aren't oppressed because of their sexual orientation or identity.
The idea is really to do two things. To really think about what are the opportunities that exist. So what are the things that we can actually see happening and doing? And what are the things that we can collectively say is that might be a good idea?
We need fair and equal funding for all public schools and no more school closings.
All right, so everybody give a round of applause, everybody.
Everybody is here today on a very basic level because we've demonstrated a commitment to long-term movement building, but also to communicating and building connections with other communities.
On behalf of the Puerto Rican independence movement, we are in 100% in solidarity with the Palestinian nation.
We are so grateful, honored, and proud of ourselves and of all of you to be able to gather in this room to actually do what we continuously say, which is to create Black-brown unity and to come together around issues that we all share.
Whereas this assembly endorses the July 9, 2005 call from Palestinian civil society calling for boycott, divestment, and sanctions, we further call this support of BDS to be centered in the core of U.S. social justice movement and international, thus highlighting the intersections that exist across these struggles against imperialism racism, and colonialism.
Now is the opportunity to issue a national statement from as many organizations as possible that we stand in unity and solidarity with the people of Palestine, with the resistance movement in Israel, and we stand for the solidarity, freedom, and liberation of all oppressed people.
United will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Queremos paz y libertad en este mundo. Paz, queremos paz y libertad en este mundo. A los niños de todo el mundo queremos paz y libertad.